Hey students, we are on composition lesson 3. So let's head to NoFlight and go ahead and log in. Let's sign in with Google like we always do. And what we're going to do today is actually use one of the ones we used already. So we want to use the lesson that we wrote with Jingle Bells. That was composition lesson 2. That's where we have 2 different songs. So let's see. I was messing with this earlier, so good, it did change. So we're gonna do composition lesson 2. I don't know what you named it. You're gonna have to remember what you named it. But it's the one where we wrote out Jingle Bells on top, and then on bottom we got to mess around with it. So last time we wrote this. And some of you guys are probably wondering why I have so many measures here. I was showing another student how to add measures. So if you want to add measures, you can look up here where it says measure. You just press the plus sign and it'll add some for you. But I think I'm going to get rid of all these. So I'm going to hold shift, highlight all of them, and then press the minus sign on the measures. All right, that should look a little bit more like what you wrote. So Jingle Bells on top. We have our second part on bottom, and now we're going to write a percussion part for it. And what would percussion be, or sorry, what would Jingle Bells be if we didn't add some sleigh bells? So we're going to write super simple percussion today, just a sleigh bell part. And then composition lesson 4, we're going to write some drum set parts, which is more complicated because you're doing a bunch of different instruments. Remember, drum set players play with their both feet and both hands. So you're writing 4 different parts at once, but we're going to go easy today and write just a simple sleigh bell part. So let's add sleigh bells. We go up to parts, remember, it opens up that, and go to add part. Now remember, if you can't find parts or anything on here, it might be not on this little, what we call the quick bar, and you can find all quick bar stuff here. So anything you want to write with, you just click, and it adds it up to your quick bar. Just make the check mark next to it. So some people weren't able to find your rhythms here under duration. That's because their thing was unclicked. So click duration, you can add all that. Anyway, let's add a part. We'll add some sleigh bells. So we're going to go to add part. We're going to go to unpitched percussion. Pitched means like an instrument that can play a bunch of different notes, like a clarinet, trumpet, tuba, all the wind instruments, all the string instruments are pitched because you can play different notes. But percussion instruments aren't necessarily pitched. So that's what that means, unpitched. We're going to click sleigh bells. And we add our sleigh bell part. I'm going to put right here under where it says lyricist, your assignment. You should, you're going to write a sleigh bell part. You can go 4 measures. You can go way longer if you'd like, but you can only use quarter notes, 1/8 notes, and 16th notes. So let's look up here under duration. You can use quarter notes, 1/8 notes, and 16th notes. Please don't use half notes or whole notes. If a percussionist gets a half note or a whole note, it's kind of strange because remember, they can't hold out a note on their instrument. So they're not going to play a snare drum 4 beats. Pop. Right? It's gone. So mostly percussion only sees quarter notes, 1/8 notes, 16th notes. For the most part, there are some things where they will get these. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's just write a note in. And by the way, if you write it anywhere except right on the line, you won't get a note. You just heard the sleigh bell right there. Or at least you should have. Let me make sure I shared sound. Okay, I did share sound. Cool. If I put it way down here, nothing's going to happen. It's going to be silent. So you need to have it on the middle line for it to work. Let's add some 16th notes. Now, how do we do that? We have a note highlighted. Remember, you can press left left or right on your arrow keys to go between the two notes. I want to make the first note a 16th note. So I'm going to have it highlighted, go up to duration, click it. Hey, there we go. And then anything extra you add should be a 16th note. So I like that so far. I'm going to keep writing here. I want to make that an 8th note though, especially since we're not using half notes in this example. Let's do some 8th notes. And then, yeah, I like that. Let's hear how it sounds. Move this over here. I like that. I kind of want to hear it again. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I want to have the same exact rhythm in this one. But remember, I showed you a shortcut last time. We can highlight this, hold Control, and then press C. That's copy. Then the measure that you want to do it. Paste is Control V. So I'm going to hold Control and press V, and it pastes it. But you don't have to do it that way. You can also do it the long way, where I'm just going to write the same thing. All right, we had 4 16th notes, quarter note, 2 8th notes, actually 3 8th notes. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear it. Okay, I think I have a vision what I want to write here, so I want some 8th notes. Now, it'll do that if you gets too long. It'll expand the measure, so it's looking down here. So now I'm down here. So if that happens, don't panic. I want to make this a rest and this one a note. So to make something a rest, I'm going to click on it and press either backspace or delete. So I'm going to press backspace, and that'll be a rest. Oop, not 16th note. There we go. Da, da. I want to make that a quarter note. Sorry, I don't know if this is particularly exciting to watch, but I kind of have something in my head that I want to write down. Okay, I think that's going to sound cool. Let's find out. Yeah, all right, I'm happy with that. It has quarter notes. You can see I threw a couple quarter notes in. It has 8th notes, and it has 16th notes. And it's just 4 measures, that's it. But really, I recommend keep working at it. If you don't like something, delete it and try something else and make something that you're proud of. Because the more you work with this, the more your song becomes something you're really proud of. So let's hear that one more time. Cool, cool. Write something you're proud of. It's only 4 measures. If you want to go farther, you sure can. You just click the last measure and you press the plus sign on measure. It's going to add a measure for you so you can keep just pushing it down into an infinity, and it's going to keep writing new measures for you. And if you want to make Jingle Bells a little bit longer on the flute and whatever part you chose over there, you can too. Let me show you how to share it. Once you get done, remember you need 16th notes, 8th notes, and quarter notes. Now you just need to share it. Because you probably shared this with me already last time, this particular song, the Jingle Bells one, composition 2, you should be able to just click the link and right-click, press copy, and send it to me like you did last time in an email where you right-click, press paste, and then email it to me, or you can put it in the comments, or yeah, email or in the comments of the assignment. Either works. But if you didn't share this already, you need to go to share, go to edit. Oh, sorry, let me go through the whole thing. Go to score details, share, edit, then click everyone, next, save, and then you're ready to copy paste it in the email. So you get the link, right click, press copy, or you can press Control C and then go to an email and email it to me. Compose, write it to kdooley@soulsbyvilleschool.com, and then we just paste it right there. Bam, good to go. And that's the assignment today. Nice and easy, just adding to our Jingle Bells one, a sleigh bell part. And you can hop in the Zoom, or you can hop in office hours if you need any help with that. So have fun, or write in your percussion part.